All right, welcome back, everybody. Politics and profits. We've gone from humor. Now let's get to the economy. And speaking of the economy, we all know it's in complete chaos right now. What with the coronavirus pandemic, and then of course, the riots across America. Where do we go from here? Well, time will tell. But out of chaos often comes change. And there are a lot of people out there in the know who believe that digital currency will be one of the key changes that comes out of this moment of chaos. Join me this time from St. Petersburg, Florida, is one such person. She is an alternative asset specialist, a digital asset specialist. Let me welcome to Politics and Profits, Lori Souza. Lori, good to see you.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it.
Lori, before we get into some specifics, do you agree that in times of chaos like we've seen in this economy, from that often comes change?
Absolutely. And what we see all around us right now is change. And one of the things that I know to be true in my career and in my lifetime, living half of my life with technology and half of my life without, is that change is inevitable. But when we embrace change, then we open to possibilities of a better, brighter future, one that can promise us something that's completely different.
And you believe that one of those changes that promises to be different and brighter future is Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin's been around for a few years. You believe now is the time that it's going to be embraced in our economic culture. Why do you believe in Bitcoin, and what do you think happens next with Bitcoin?
Well, it's a very interesting time, Rick. So Bitcoin tends to be the bear market right now. And so when we see such volatile changes in the stock market where it's not reliable to economic laws that we've seen in the past, right now with unemployment being so high and the stock market rising, and we also see trillions of dollars being printed, none of this makes sense. And so our economy is really in a volatile situation in the United States and globally. And so one of the things about Bitcoin and the reason why Bitcoin came about was when we see volatile times or when we're in a recession, 10 years ago in 2009, when Bitcoin came about, it was created out of the great real estate recession when we saw thousands of banks close their doors.
Interesting. That's right. That's right.
People experienced hardship and foreclosures. They lost their businesses, they lost their jobs, they lost their homes. And we saw a stock market that was able to capitalize on these hardships. So a computer program was created then, which allowed for an open source public ledger. And that open source public ledger is called blockchain technology. And with blockchain technology, we have the birth of Bitcoin. Okay, and Bitcoin is nothing but a computer program that has a future store of value. And we call that digital currency right now. So yes, I absolutely believe in the future of digital money. And Bitcoin is accepted by many countries right now and looks like it could be a global standard for digital currency.
Well, it's very interesting how you point out. I had forgotten that the background of the origin of Bitcoin came out of economic chaos.
Absolutely.
I agree with what you say. Something doesn't feel right. I mean, I'm an optimist, but we're printing trillions of dollars. Come on, what's that going to do to inflation? The unemployment is through the roof and the market's so high. Something doesn't feel right. What advice do you have for our viewers when it comes to Bitcoin?
Well, a lot of people say that they'll be interested in it or they'll get involved in it when they understand it more.
Right.
And it because it is a computer program and because it's a new technology. I want everybody to think back when they were making the decision to buy a personal computer and making the decision to take on that new internet bill Okay, is why would I pay for the internet? What good is that going to do anyway?
It's a great analogy, but go ahead.
We're in the same point of time with digital money. A lot of people don't understand it, but it's closer than we think. When was the last time you actually held cash, or when was the last time millennials actually walked into the bank to transact in business with a banker? So with these facts, we know that our children and our grandchildren are not going to be walking into a bank.
Right.
They're going to be transacting with digital money. So we're actually investing in the future of money by investing in Bitcoin. And so the best thing to do is get educated. And it might not be something that you understand all the way. That's why you hire financial advisors to take care of your stocks. Do you understand electricity when you plug your computer in the wall? Probably not, but you can plug your computer in the wall every day. And so these are things that we've become accustomed to. And even though Bitcoin it's a store of value, it's a type of money, it's something that is going to take getting used to and getting educated.
It all makes sense. And Lori, you have explained things about Bitcoin. I've spoken to people and have interviewed people over the years recently about Bitcoin. You've explained it in a more rational way than I think I've ever quite heard before. What advice do you have for our viewers who say, look, I want to learn more about it. I have heard it. I don't understand it. Where do they go? Wikipedia? Where do they go to get an understanding?
No, don't go to Wikipedia. Okay. Number one rule in college is don't go to Wikipedia. Rick, I've been an instructor working at a private college. I run a brokerage firm. And in education right now, it's important to go to the sources and to really understand who your sources are. I do a lot of research and have been studying cryptocurrencies for about 5 years now. And so I've started a YouTube channel to provide some education around investments and alternative investments and digital asset investments. So that would be one area to go. But when you go onto YouTube, I have my father doesn't like YouTube. Okay, he says, well, what's on YouTube? But we have a lot of good resources and in technology that are educating people right now. And these are things that you don't hear in the mainstream news.
All right, and your YouTube channel,
and then also the news sources.
Your YouTube channel is called Innovative Economy. That's probably a good source, huh?
That's right. Thank you. Yes.
All right, Lori, this has been very, very productive. What I want to do is invite you on again in the near future here and have a follow-up to this conversation. This is good.
Oh, absolutely.
Any final comments you have for our viewers regarding any of this?
Well, if I can give any advice to our viewers, I really want everybody to succeed through this tough time. We're gonna see some real tough times in this changing economy, and we don't know the outcome. But it is good to get prepared. And if you're ever in the Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts, get prepared. That's their motto, or be prepared. And Bitcoin does offer an alternative global currency that can be used on the ground, or I like to call it community money. And so I would absolutely be educated. And then also, if you're interested in investing, diversify.
All right.
All right,
Lori Souza, St. Petersburg, Florida. I'd like to make an announcement here. You will be a contributor, an official contributor here to Politics and Profits. You'll be here on a regular basis, informing and educating our viewers about alternative assets and about digital assets. I couldn't imagine a better timing for any of that. Thank you.
Oh, this is really good timing. And thank you, Rick, for having me today. I appreciate it.
All right, broadcasting from the Liberatory CPA studios. That's our show, everybody. Thank you.
Politics and Profits with Rick Amato is brought to you by Liberatory Accounting, the IRS problem solvers. To find out how Liberatory Accounting can help you, call 877-6-SOLVER. That's 877-6-SOLVER.